Yes, baby boys and girls, welcome back to the show. It is Motivational Mindset Monday. And guys, this is going to be really, really simple today. I don't know how much more to simplify this, but I hope you're going to get immense value out of it because really, I want to simply share with you some very simple truths. Nothing complicated, right? Complexity is the enemy of execution. And so I want to be able to share with you guys the best, most practical, pragmatic way for you guys to take a step in the direction of your dream. And it begins right here between the 6 inches of your ears. And so today on Motivational Monday, I just simply want to give you this question, right? If you really think about it, your mind is a garden. What are you planting? What are you planting? I know the caption kind of has a little funny question. Is it tacos or toxins? What are you planting? One of the things that I love to share with a lot of my clients is the strangest secret from Earl Nightingale. And you guys know we just had goodness, I forgot his name, Big Gay the Third on here, which was he worked with Earl Nightingale side by side. And the story behind that Earl Nightingale CD was incredible. It wasn't a CD back then; it was amazing. But he asked, "What have you been growing in your mind lately?" And so I'm asking you guys that question: What have you been planning up here between the 6 inches in your ears? Because, like Earl Nightingale said in The Strangest Secret, your mind does not care what you're planning. It doesn't. It'll return to you whatever you plant, but it does not care. So plant faith, you get favor. Plant fear, you get frustration. I know it is not Faith Your Fears Friday, guys. I know, I get it, but I'm telling you, mindset has a lot to do with it. And so if you plant nothing, you get weeds. How many green thumbers do we have in here? How many, or if you're a gardener, say gardener, or say me, raise your hand. I need to know because one of the things that we try to find out around here is how in the world do weeds even grow? They just like show up. And a lot of times that's what happens in our mind, right? The human mind will return anything we plant: success or failure, abundance or poverty, joy or misery. It doesn't care what we plant. And so, what's the translation here? The mind is the soil. The mind is the soil, and your thoughts are seeds, right? The thoughts are things. And it's very important for you guys to understand and know what exactly it is that you're planting because you really do get to choose. You get to choose what it is that you're planning, and I'm gonna simply try to extract that from you guys here today. So if your life feels as if you're stuck, it's not the weather. It's not exterior things. It's your mental gardening strategy. And today I'm just going to drop you three simple things, right? We're going to give you the mindset, we're going to give you the motivation and the methodology behind this because really Mr. Ziglar said it perfectly, right? This whole thing, everything we do here it comes right out of the uh, the Zig Ziglar philosophy of you can have everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what it is that they want. I've lost my book. I actually took it on our field trip with us, right? Pedro didn't get to go on our field trip to Ziglar headquarters this past Friday, but Zig Ziglar, that go and Google him. If you guys watching over here, you can't see the image, but if you go over there and watch or Google YouTube, go to YouTube. I guess YouTube is Google for video. And just type in Zig Ziglar, you will find some of the most impressive talks you've ever heard. And he said it perfectly. He said that you, yes, you, watching right now, live or on the replay, you are the only person on earth who can use your ability. Guys, that's an awesome responsibility that you have. And he said, when we really think about it, we're not waiting on God. I don't care who you are. You're not waiting on God. God is waiting on you. God, God is waiting on you to plant a vision, to speak his word and expect a harvest, guys. So again, what are you planting? What is it that you're planting in your mind? Doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, depression? Stop it. Stop it. You need to plant faith. You need to plant hope. You need to plant expectation. When you begin to expect things, guess what happens? God shows up and shows out. So here's the methodology, right? Here's what the Bible says. If you go back to Proverbs 23 and verse 7, it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Galatians 6 and 7 says it, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Guys, again, it's in the mind. What seeds are you planting? I'm trying to help you out here a little bit. Your thoughts are spiritual seeds, and you will eat the fruit of your mind, guys. So start feeding your faith. And this sounds negative, but it's not. I I I, I really hate this, but I really feel as if a lot of people are starving their future. They're starving their future. They're not allowing the life that they could possibly have, because they're allowing doubt and worry and fear and anxiety to take up space in their head, and it doesn't need to be. So I want you to start planting seeds. Again, we had a lot of those cool kid affirmations. And if you need the cool kid affirmations, I'm putting together a book of those cool kid affirmations so that you guys can go ahead and start repeating these to yourselves day in and day out. Those were positive. That's the PM positive mental attitude, PMAs, positive mental attitude. And so all of a sudden, what happens? You start putting all these methodologies and all these modalities together, and before you know it, you're gonna be able to, like we talk about on Fridays, you're gonna be able to charge the gates of hell with a half-loaded water pistol, and not worry about whether you will or will not get the victory. Here's Pedro's fun fact, right? He didn't travel with us for the road trip on Friday to Ziglar headquarters, but he said that corn, yeah, corn. I know a lot of people have a little different take on corn, but it takes about 90 days to grow. 90 days for a seed of corn to grow. But a weed, guys, a weed takes about 24 hours. It'll pop up overnight, right? You were out there, I know, I've got a lot of them in my yard. All of a sudden, a weed just pops up. What's the moral of the story? I'm glad you asked. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you showing up on here. If you don't intentionally plant tacos, has anybody ever found those taco seeds? Okay, just kidding. If you don't intentionally plant truths and faith, weeds of worry are going to take over the whole mental playground, guys. And that is not what I want for you. I need you to keep the soil of your mind sacred. I need you to keep it positive. I need you to keep it active. I need you to keep it engaged and encouraged. Right. So just a brief recap before we wrap this thing up. Again, Earl Nightingale. If you're just coming on, if you're just watching, I want you to go YouTube the Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. For my clients, I have them listen to it 30 days in a row and extract the meat and potatoes from it. Because he once said that the human mind doesn't care what you plant, success or failure, fear or faith, it will return to you what you sow. And guys, this isn't just a philosophy. It's a spiritual and psychological law that determines whether we grow or we stay stuck. And Zig Ziglar echoed it perfectly. He said that you're the only person on earth who can use your ability, guys. And I'm telling you, it's an awesome, awesome, awesome responsibility, because someone somewhere is waiting for you and you and you and you, TikTokers, to be able to become the best possible version of yourself, so that you can be able to help them get, and it's almost going to give, as if it's going to give them permission to do the exact same thing. I know, I get it, I understand. You're waiting for everything to be perfect. Newsflash, it's never going to be perfect. You just got to be willing to take the first step, right? Done is better than none. I don't care. People will argue that. People will say, no, shut up. Stop it. It's those people, right? Those people that are doing things, those people that say it can't be done, shouldn't interrupt the people that are out there doing it. And now the master class, I think I misspoke. The master class for the social media, we're going to have to put it off a little bit longer. I thought I was ready. We don't have it down perfect, but we were missing some key components, because I wanted to be able to share with you my screen, and I wasn't able to connect those two technologies together. But now we do. So now we're going to be able to share with you guys exactly how it works. It was really simple. Again, I am my own worst critic. It was a lot more simpler than what I was making it out to be. And that's a lesson in and of itself, guys. So what's the mindset? What are we doing here? The question isn't, do you have potential? The question is, what are you planting in your mind every single day? Is it faith, vision, purpose, or is it weeds of worry and doubt and distraction or fear? Guys, I am a Zig Ziglar certified master coach. Now, I'm not saying that to impress anybody. I'm just saying that to let you guys know that we've done a few things that are going to help you move in the direction of your dream, right? I was able to create this Fun Life community where I help the Christian entrepreneurs, real estate professionals, emerging leaders to be able to cultivate a God-sized mindset to match their divine assignment. All we're trying to do is to help you achieve the financial freedom you're looking for without having to sacrifice your finances, your faith, your family, your joy, especially your time, guys. Your time is one of the most valuable resources on the face of this earth. And so I want you to be able to maximize your potential. So if you're tired, if you're done living on autopilot and you're ready to take back the mental territory that the enemy has been renting out for free, I've got news for you, boys and girls. You're just one planted thought away from a brand new harvest, guys. And so I want you to plan in the comment section, I'm planting faith, or DM me the word or the words garden mode, and I'll show you guys how to start living and thriving in the life that God has already designed for you. My pastor said it perfectly yesterday at the Easter service, right, in 1 Corinthians. I forgot the chapter and verse. But he says, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared for you. So that just simply means that he's not preparing the blessing. The blessing's already prepared. Boys and girls, he is preparing you guys. Crystal, thank you for showing up. Yes, we're planting faith around here. All you cool kids, start to plant faith. Start to speak of those things that are not as though they were. Because if you do it long enough, if you practice it long enough, what you're going to find out is that it will happen for you. I'm no one special. But I know someone that gave me the courage that helped me. He sent a lot of other cool kid mentors here to help me get outside of my comfort zone. And I'm telling you, it's one of those things that if I can help you do that, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is help you go from here to there. My wife and I were having this conversation that back in the day, how people got from one place to another was through a stage coach. And that coach hasn't changed. We're still doing the exact same thing. If you have the right coach, they're going to help you go from here to here, from where you are to where it is that you want to get to, boys and girls. So hey, listen, anyway, seriously, thank you for hanging out with me on Motivational Mindset Monday. It was a little simple today. I tried to slow it down, and sometimes I get carried away and I go a little fast, but I wanted to slow it down to help give you the mindset, the motivation, and the methodology, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Amy, good morning. Appreciate you being on here. Listen, seriously, guys, tomorrow on Transformation Tuesday, we're just going to keep carrying on the momentum. We're going to keep carrying on. And if you are in the Tyler, East Texas area, or if you're within 2 or 3 hours of driving distance, again, this Saturday is the Christian Entrepreneurs Public Speaking Workshop. You're not going to want to miss. I'll put that link down in the comment section if you want to join us. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the early bird pricing on there because we got about 5 more seats that we want to get filled. Again, it's not about filling that room, but it's about making sure that the right people are in the right room. Hey, love you, appreciate you. Hey, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow on Transformation Tuesday. Adios.